Hi, my name's Ollie and I work for Worcestershire Libraries here at The Hive. I'm going to talk through some recommendations for you for LGBT History Month. This video will contain some references to race, religion and sexuality. First of all, I want to introduce to you two local icons for LGBT history. The first of all is Radcliffe Hall, who, although grew up in Bournemouth in Hampshire, actually wrote The Well of Loneliness. The Well of Loneliness was considered one of the first lesbian contemporary novels and explored sexual inversion. When it was published in 1928, it had a lot of controversy around its publication, but went on to becoming a bestseller. The Well of Loneliness is about Stephen Gordon, who grows up in Malvern, and during that time experiences things like the war and becomes an ambulance driver and goes on to Paris and falls in love. So if you're looking for something which is historic and romantic and full of interesting insight to a different era, this is a great book to start with. The second local icon I want to discuss is A E Housman. A E Housman wrote The Shropshire Lad, which we have a copy here at the Hive. Bromsgrove Library has a special dedicated collection of books all about A E Housman as both a writer, poet and scholar. One of them includes the Letters of Housman, which has all his correspondences over the years and includes letters to and from Oscar Wilde. If you've not come across A E Housman, I would recommend reading The Invention of Love, which is a play by Tom Stoppard. The Hive Library also has a rich range of different poets and playwrights which include a lot of LGBT diversity. Here are a few selections. I would personally recommend checking out A Raisin in the Sun, which is by Lorraine Hansberry. A Raisin in the Sun was the first successful Broadway play about the Black experience, portraying a Black family with a greater realism and complexity than ever before. We also have a fantastic collection of contemporary and historic fiction. Someone out of our collection who I'd recommend is Sarah Walters. Paying Guests is set in 1922 and focuses on Frances. This is a post-war fiction, and halfway through it takes a dramatic twist and it will change the entire shape of the book itself. I'd also recommend The Offing by Benjamin Maas. This is set post-Second World War and focuses on Robert, who meets Dulcie, and they have a very unlikely friendship, but it's full of mystery and charm and is set in north of England. We also have a range of biographies and autobiographies. I would recommend Audre Lorde's Zami, A New Spelling of My Name, which is set in the 1930s. Additionally, This Is Going to Hurt, which is by Adam Kay. This is about a junior doctor's experience working in the NHS. I'd also highly recommend The Gender Games by Juno Dawson. This is a collection of essays and also part autobiography and explores what gender is through the perspective of someone who has been both. Biographies and autobiographies also spill over into our teen sections. For this, I would recommend Black Flamingo by Teen Atta. This is a fantastic tale of someone with mixed heritage who is trying to explore themselves and what their identity means. Within the teen sections, we also have graphic novels, and in this section, I would recommend Stuck Rubber Baby by Howard Cruz. This graphic novel explores civil rights movement in a homophobic small town in America during the 1960s. But if you're looking for a more contemporary voice, we also have YouTubers like Binge by Tyler Oakley. If you're interested in books to film, we have books like Carol by Patricia Highsmith, and we also have other titles like The Color Purple, and even biographies about the writers themselves. This is Alice Walker. If you're interested in things like drag, we also have some recommendations for you. These are some memoirs which are by different drag artists, including Unicorn, which is by Amru Al-Karai. We have China in Drag, which is by Michael Brinston, and also Diary of a Drag Queen, which is by Crystal Rasmussen. We also have an excellent collection of non-fiction. We have a range of titles which is exploring sexuality and identity and LGBT history within that section. If you need help, ask us and we'd be happy to help you. I'd recommend, though, checking out Trans, which is by Dr. Az Hakim, and also Matthew Todd's Straight Jacket, How to Be Gay and Happy. I hope this gives you an interesting introduction to the range of LGBT history and fiction that we have here within the Hive and our other collections across the libraries of Worcestershire. If you're interested in any of the titles mentioned, they are all down in the description below. We also have a reserve and click to collect, which is available across all our libraries. Please like and subscribe to this video, and also give any shout out recommendations that you have for LGBT history as well. Take care. Bye.